The following is a presentation of Region 11 Spring Sports on 107.7 FM and CacheValleyDaily.com. This broadcast of Region 11 Sports is brought to you by Cache Valley Daily and the Cache Valley Media Group, covering the Skyview Bobcats, Green Canyon Wolves, Logan Grizzlies, Bear River Bears, Ridgeline Riverhawks, and Mountain Crest Mustangs. Now, it's time for Region 11 Sports on 107.7 FM and CacheValleyDaily.com.
Well, welcome back, Cache Valley, to 107.7 FM, the home of Region 11 Spring Sports. Stockton Jukes here with Brian Kirk for some more high school soccer up here in Smithfield. We're at Skyview High School for the Green Canyon Wolves against the Skyview Bobcats, some newer rivals in the region after Green Canyon was established in 2017 and stole a bunch of Skyview students, as they like to say up here. We'll see what the Wolves can do after picking up their first region loss of the year just a couple days ago at Ridgeline, a 4-0 beatdown from the Riverhawks after the Wolves had taken them down 1-0 in North Logan. So the Wolves looking for a big bounce back here as they now find themselves in a tie for first with Logan High, who they took down in a penalty shootout. Brian, it's good to be out here with you. What are you looking forward to today out of either of these teams?
Well, this is a fantastic game to get going. The last time I got to have the chance to watch some high school soccer was actually these two teams back on April 9th, I believe, which ended with a Green Canyon victory, a 3-0 victory for the Wolves. So I imagine they're going to want to do a lot of the same, kind of rinse and repeat from that game. Some early keys to that game would be early and first goal, trying to get that one as quick as possible, establish your possession and the mentality early. Other than that, they should be looking to possess and attack. Unfortunately, in that last game against Ridgeline, they only registered 2 shots on goal, which is not what you want to see going into a game like this. But I think that history with Skyview is going to play into the favor of the Wolves tonight.
Your assessment of the match there brought to you by the Les Olson Company. Get your free network assessment at lesolson.com. Once again, you're listening to Region 11 Spring Sports on 107.7 FM, brought to you by CacheValleyDaily.com, the home of our production. If you're streaming along with us on CacheValleyDaily.com or on YouTube, your video experience is powered by Adams Wealth Advisors all year long. They want to understand your family, your job, your hobbies, and your goals to earn your long-term financial trust. So give them a visit. Looks like we are just about to get our lineups and our national anthem underway here from Smithfield, Utah. It's going to be an exciting one here as Green Canyon's going to look to get back on the scoreboard after being held off of the score sheet for the first time all year long down at Ridgeline. They're going to be hurting a little bit, and we'll see what they've got in their bag. When we come back just after this break, we'll have some more soccer for you here on 107.7.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT. When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
If you're thinking about getting a vasectomy, the healthcare teams at Franklin County Medical Center in Preston are ready. Talk to the experts at Franklin County Medical Center in Preston about your vasectomy. Quick appointments are available. Start by visiting fcmc.org today.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
If RPMs raise your BP, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
Good news for all school teachers and students. Logan Cash Rich Credit Union is offering ultra-low interest rates on auto loans and more. Plus, they pay school students for good grades. Inquire at Logan Cash Rich Credit Union. Member-focused, goal-driven.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT. When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisor.
Time to rock and roll here in Smithfield, Utah, the home of the Skyview Bobcats, as they sit at a perfect, well, an even 5-5 on the season, right at 500. 2-4 in region, though, so needing to make up a little ground in that table. We've only got 3 games left after this one, Brian, but the Green Canyon Wolves, like I mentioned earlier, sitting in a tie with Logan right now. They still have to play Logan on Tuesday. They'll host Logan, so that'll be a good chance for them to take sole possession of first place. They just got to win tonight, set themselves up for that path, Brian.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think what that comes down to is making sure that you play to your strengths. And when it comes to this Green Canyon squad, their strengths have definitely lied with Colby Knight. In this last meetup against Skyview, he was able to bag 2 goals right at the beginning of the second half, within 10 minutes of each other. He really dismantled that defense. But for the Bobcats, on the other hand, one person to watch out for would be number 50, Yasmani Reyes, who played defender in the first half of last game, but then switched to forward and really exposed the Green Canyon defense on a couple of occasions and almost scored. He put it off the post, I believe, 2 times and almost had it. So I'd watch him.
Your players to watch today brought to you by DD Auto and Salvage, Cache Valley's #1 place to get the most money for junk vehicles and scrap metal. Pickup is available at 435-787-1204. We've got a goalie matchup on opposite ends of the number spectrum today. As off to our right is going to be Gage Sorensen. Had 4 goals allowed the entire season going into Tuesday's match, and then saw 4 get past him against Ridgeline. Up at 8 now, still averaging less than a goal allowed per game, but definitely going to be looking for a better showing today. Skyview wasn't able to register a shot on goal against this team last time they played, though, so it might be a quiet day for him. Then on the other end of the field, we've got number 99, Seth Kennard, the freshman goalkeeper. Oh, it looks like number 1 as well.
Yeah.
Switched it up here, but they don't have a number 1 on the roster, so we'll try and get that name when we can. As we are underway with Green Canyon in possession right at midfield. Bit of a shorter pitch here at Skyview, about 115 yards in length and maybe 60 yards wide, so it's going to favor quick play today.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Anytime you play on this turf, soccer, I like to say is it's not friendly to turf exactly. So expect these boys to be running hard.
Well, I have a funny story about that actually. So way back when in I want to say it was 2021, just right out of COVID, Utah State's fall soccer season had gotten postponed to the spring of 2021. And Cache Valley's famous for its weather in the spring. So obviously Bell Field was pretty unusable for most of that year. Utah State had to move down to Ridgeline to go play. And unfortunately, after that one game, they beat Colorado State at Ridgeline, but they said we can't play on this field anymore. They ended up playing the next one against Wyoming 2 days later down at the U because that was the closest grass field available.
Wow. Yeah, it's a big difference when you play on these different turfs.
Skyview now taking this one left to right as they're going to attack to the south in this first half. Good run into the box. Nice cross and a shot right into the chest of Gage Sorensen. So a good save there for Sorensen. He needed that one.
Once again right there, Yasmani Reyes getting past his defender and sneaking by and managing to find number 23, Luke Walker, who just directed it right in front of the goalie, unfortunately.
Our first foul goes against Green Canyon. Skyview will have a free kick about 45, just inside of 45 yards from goal.
This is going to be very, very good for the Bobcats here. Obviously, you know, here in Cache Valley, it's kind of hard to say, like, oh, you know, it's almost like you have home field advantage everywhere you go to a degree, I can imagine. You calling a sport, you know, in every single school here, you probably see a lot of support from either team at all times. But I think that this crowd of about, I don't know, close to about 100 people, they start making some noise, these Bobcats will get going.
Long ball is dropped into the box, headed by a Bobcat, but it's going to be knocked away and up towards Stockton Ashcroft as the Wolves try and break through midfield.
Ashcroft, such a great talent on this squad. He was very quick. He's quick on his feet, and he can manage to get some great plays off.
Clearance there attempted by the Bobcats, but it's knocked down by Green Canyon's Colby Knight, sent back for a goal kick. I do think that is Seth Kennard in goal because I'm not seeing another goalie on the roster.
I wasn't seeing anyone else either. Maybe he lost his jersey.
Kennard boots this one towards midfield. It's headed back up the field by Green Canyon, and now a whistle. Contact there.
On that.
Yep, contact with, who is that wearing number 5 today? I believe it's Gavin Buck.
Yeah, fouls like that where someone goes up for a 50-50 ball. It can be kind of tough as the defending player there because you don't necessarily always go up for that, but you're going to be the one that gets called for the foul just to keep that player safe.
This ball taken down by Green Canyon on the edge of the offensive third. Great layout save there by Kennard as that one was looking to creep back towards the near post. We're still tied at nothing apiece, 36-35 to play in the first half.
Yeah, and I believe that was number 11, Cannon Clark, who took that shot, who bagged his goal. It was a penalty in the last game when these two teams met up, but he had one that was actually called back as well. A nice shot into the top right corner, ended up getting called back for offsides.
Corner kick from the near side here in the north end zone at Skyview. 36-10 to play. Long ball all the way across the box. Looked like he was trying to curl that back towards the far post, just got way too much underneath. Skyview will come back the other way. 4 minutes down here in half number 1.
Yeah, looking for that number 4 big defender, trying to go up for the header, but it just ended up being a bit too high.
Bobcats trying to get through midfield. Is that one just a little too heavy up the far side? It'll come back to Green Canyon. Wolves getting their first shot on goal there, their first real offensive threat, brought to you by Castelite. Brick for your home, tile for a bathroom remodel, or pavers for a new walkway. Think Castelite, proud sponsors of the Green Canyon Wolves.
Wolves looking to just build some simple possession here, look for their spaces and build their triangles.
Ashcroft makes a nice move up the near side touchline. It's knocked away, but it's going to be picked up by a teammate. Colby Knight flicks it forward, trying to play, I believe that was number 11. Who is that?
It's Cannon Clark as well.
Cannon Clark wearing the 11 today.
Yeah, Cannon Clark. He's not on our list here, but yeah, we got him.
Clark normally wears 35 in those home black jerseys.
Yeah.
Here's Clark on the near side, dispossessed, just stays on that line. Skyview's going to be able to come the other way here.
Plenty of space. Unfortunate touch there as it comes off the knee of the Bobcat midfielder.
Yeah, that one just a bit behind Penrose, and now Ashcroft from the near side. Green Canyon passing somewhat well here early on, but a little lackadaisical, as you could see there from Clark, and that's going to be a foul he commits attempting to recover.
Goaltender here for the Bobcats calling his team to go up, pushing hard. He wants to take this kick.
Skyview already with an early shot on goal here against these Wolves on a nice cross. They're going to be looking to generate more offense. Like we mentioned earlier, really struggled to do so down the road in North Logan a couple weeks ago against this team.
Yeah, like you said, this is getting close to the end of the season. You want to end strong and make sure that each game counts. So this Wolves team, if they want to make sure that they secure that top spot, they got to show the dominance that they can.
Like you mentioned, Brian, only 3 games left in the regular season after tonight. We've got Tuesday, Thursday next week, and then just the Tuesday the week after. Later in that week, the final RPI will be released for 4A, and that'll set the seeding for the playoffs. Top 24 teams in 4A get to go to the playoffs with the top 8 seeds getting a first-round bye and a second-round home game. So that seeding is ever important. Skyview right now just trying to stay within that top 24 and make it to that first round of the playoffs. A win would go a long way here, especially in the RPI system against a team like Green Canyon, who they're the defending state champions for a reason.
Oh, absolutely. Green Canyon, new school and everything, like since 2017, I think you said. Oh, here we go.
Great low cross there. Takes a deflection. Cannon Clark just chunked it. Gave Kennard enough time to get over to it. And that's another good save by the Bobcat keeper.
Yeah, you got to be a little frustrated with that one if you're Cannon Clark. He went off and kind of jumped up and kind of stomped his feet down there after missing that one. He kind of whiffed on it. And, yeah, it doesn't get any closer than that. Soccer Santa definitely provided him with a gift early.
So the most recent RPI that was released after that Ridgeline contest has Green Canyon just barely above Ridgeline as the 1 and 2 seeds. So Green Canyon would currently be the favorites heading into the dance. Skyview in 10th in the RPI, having a tough schedule in this region. Region 11 soccer is so tough, boys and girls. Green Canyon, the defending champs in both boys and girls soccer at this point. So they're actually in a good position. A couple wins here at the end of the season could see them get a first-round bye, Brian.
Oh, that would be fantastic. You want to make sure that you can get as much time as you can. Let these boys relax if they can. Obviously, school's still going on. You want to make sure that you can focus on everything. But, yeah, playing hard, making sure that you get that first-round bye would be killer.
That pass trying to play Colby Knight and just out past his outstretched foot. So now Skyview trying to break quickly and switch play. It's read well and intercepted. It was Zach May on that ball. Good quick pass there from Torres as he tries to break up the far side. Green Canyon switching sides of the field here on the attack, just trying to find that soft spot in the defense right now.
Yeah, you're going to want to watch those number 10, number 9, and number 7 here on the Green Canyon side. They link up really well. I talked with Colby Knight at the end of last game, and he said that this midfield core that this Wolves squad has been playing with each other for a long time. They're very comfortable with each other, so they want to manage that midfield.
This one's centered for Clark. He drops it right back. Great run from Giovanni Torres. Now he leaves it for Ashcroft. Ball dropped back to Buck. And a nice tackle there to dispossess Clark. Bobcats still trying to break out of their defensive third. Quick passing just gets away from him. No clear possession yet as this one's chased down to the near side, sent up the field. A good touch there by number 50 for the Bobcats. We don't have a number on the roster for him.
That's Yasmani Reyes on that one.
So Reyes with a good touch there, wearing the captain's armband today. I'm guessing these must be new jerseys that a lot of these teams are wearing.
It's got to be.
That one just a little bit too heavy for its intended target. And the Wolves are going to keep this in play. Just about 10 minutes gone in the first half. We're still scoreless. Skyview threatened early. Green Canyon's been pushing the ball through this offensive half for the last 8 minutes or so. Skyview hasn't given them a window quite yet. Ashcroft, heavy touch. He's going to lose that one.
That's tough. That was a really good find there to get Ashcroft sprung, but he just came off the foot a bit too hard, couldn't cradle it in.
For a freshman, Ashcroft, like you were mentioning earlier, just very skilled on the ball. Very soft feet, very quick feet. But, yeah, a lot of those touches, especially when the ball's coming at you with pace, can be so hard to settle.
Oh, yeah. Nerves,
that one
probably.
scoots under the foot of Colby Knight, but it's picked up by Ashcroft. He cuts to his left. Nice move and a great block. On the other end of that one, it was Noah Nichols denying that shot on goal.
Yeah, good little curling feet there, going around the ball, trying to juke him out, but read perfectly there by the Bobcat defense.
Another corner from this near side for Green Canyon. It looked like they may go short. They do. Cannon Clark gives it right back to Ashcroft as he runs across the top of the box. They go further back here. It's McBride. As he tried to play that to the right, he's dispossessed. Quick left-footed boot up the field, but no one there for the Bobcats, and it's a quick turnover. Green Canyon's throw about 20 yards behind midfield. Pretty cold day relative to what the rest of the week's been here in Cache Valley. Got a lot of rain earlier today, some thunderstorms that's really cooled it down.
Yeah, just when it was starting to warm up and be really, really nice outside, it decided to rear its ugly head once again.
I'll take this over snow in May, though, for sure.
Absolutely. Here in Logan, though, it's not the most unknown thing to get snow back at about this time.
I distinctly remember it snowed on May 3rd last year.
Oof, yep.
Bad
I do
time.
remember that. Last year was a rough winter.
Good pass up the left side to Ashcroft. He's going to draw. No whistle there. As he got clipped on the back heel. They're going to say that one was a dive. And he's going to win possession back on the near side. That one was a dive.
That one definitely.
As he tried to draw the foul there. And, they're going to whistle that one.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Oh, no, they're going to give him a throw. They're giving him a throw. Credit to Ashcroft, though. He didn't try to make his case. He got right back up, kept going.
Back up the field we go for Gavin Buck. Across from McBride, now all the way to the far side. Zach May, quick passing. Green Canyon now down that far side. Cross is too close. And scooped up by Kennard. 12.5 minutes played here in Smithfield as that one's going to be booted just inside the lines on the near side.
Trying to spring Luke Walker, but he can't quite get on the end of it as his defender is just shielding him off just perfectly.
Farron launches that one forward. That's going to be a foul through the back from Brent Stevens. Stevens with a pat on the back there saying, my bad.
It's these set-piece opportunities that the Bobcats are going to really lean on, I think, when it comes down to it. Because, I mean, like we said earlier, Green Canyon's had themselves a great season. They're poised to have that #1 spot if they play well.
Great cross, slips through the hands of Sorensen. And they're going to say he kept that over the goal line.
Yeah, that was definitely very, very close. But like I was saying earlier, these set-piece opportunities are very, very important. That gives you a chance to really put the ball where you want it and set that goal up. So you're going to have to look for a bit better quality going forward from these Bobcats.
Ashcroft. Back from midfield. Finds Buck. Buck will drop this all the way back to the back line. Ball played forward. Stevens leaves it. Trying to get the give and go. It's too heavy. and then sent back out of play by the Bobcats. They're having a hard time pulling that ball back in towards the center of the pitch right now.
Yeah, it's that simple possession. They're trying to spring it forward too quickly. They're trying to counter, but they don't have the run to make that attack, and I think what they need to do is just manage that possession, play it back, and try and find that guy right behind you.
Buck just missed that touch. He was trying to play Ashcroft quickly and just didn't get his foot on it. It's that old saying, you can't run before you catch the ball.
No, exactly.
Heavy header there by Gavin Buck back up the field, but it'll be a throw for Skyview.
First substitution here for the Bobcats.
Coming off there is Nate Kimball. He'll be replaced.
Number 9, I don't got him, unfortunately.
Yeah, 9 not on the roster. Skyview's max prep's kind of empty in terms of stats and rosters. 15 minutes played here as Green Canyon's trying to get through midfield once again. They've had some struggles in possession in this third of the field, as that one is a little heavy for Stevens. He's not going to be able to run it down.
That was a really good build-up there, but once again, that turf coming in and that speed, you got to make sure you account for how fast that ball is going to roll as you make that pass.
Goal kick now. Kerner's going to take his time with this one. Green Canyon playing pretty conservatively through the midfield here, not pressing closer than 40 yards to goal. Almost an interception generated there, and then a nice touch again, but that'll end up with Reyes. Bobcats through the middle. Now on the near side touchline, poked out by Farron. Tanner Farron, the captain of this defensive squad for Green Canyon. They run a three-captain look with the offensive, midfield, and defensive captain. You can see all three of them on the near side of the field right here, as that one switched over to the far side and not able to be played through by Zach May. Almost had that one, just a little late.
Very, very close. Maybe played a bit too far ahead of him to be able to make that play, but that'll be all right.
If you teach in the Logan Cash or Rich school districts, you can qualify for ultra-low interest rates on auto loans and more. Loan approvals in as fast as 30 minutes at the Logan Cash Rich Credit Union.
Really good tackle there by the Bobcats to stop any potential build-up there by Cannon Clark. Now here come the Bobcats the other way.
That's going to be a foul there on Reyes, a bit of retaliation from Gavin Buck.
Bit of a professional foul there. I think he understood that Reyes has the speed advantage on him as he's blown past him a few times so far. So making sure that his defense can get back and set themselves up for the set piece.
And if the typically if the offender just runs away from the scene and doesn't try and talk to the official at all, it's a pretty clear sign.
Absolutely. You know what you're doing.
This one from the near side, a little closer than the last two. Right to Sorensen, and this one he catches cleanly. Almost knocked into the back of the net there by Luke Walker, who came flying in from that far side.
Yeah, that was a pretty good play, I would say. Honestly, it was a good 50-50 ball. Keeper just was able to get there first.
Now here's Cannon Clark. He's got Ashcroft to his left calling for it, and he just can't get all of it, but he is fouled. And Green Canyon's going to have a free ball just outside of 40 yards from goal. They're going to play quickly. Ashcroft on the near side just lost it. He's having trouble with those first touches.
Yeah, they're making sure to swarm him quickly.
Long curling shot. Great save by Kennard. He's made 3 now.
That was a fantastic shot, way outside the box, probably about 25 yards maybe. No, to the goal, I would say, yeah. That was a good shot.
Farron runs into a teammate there as that one's bumped back to Sorensen. He'll roll it out to the far side. Stevens there at midfield, pressured heavily. Green Canyon trying to drop it back to the back line. Hit too softly. Now the Bobcats have a counter opportunity. Great touch to get to Sorensen, but he slides off that line excellently to win that ball back. Long kick down the far sideline is well wide.
I think goalie's just happy to come out of the box every now and then there.
Yeah, Sorensen's definitely not shy when it comes to getting involved. Skyview from the far side. We're still tied at 0, 19 minutes down, 21 to go in half number 1. Great touch there. Advantage played for Green Canyon, but they lose it. So that's going to be a free kick.
Yeah, I think the Bobcats might be a bit lucky. Maybe this ref is being a bit nice because that did seem like a pretty tough tackle there. Both players popped right back up, so not worried about any injuries there, but that could have been a pretty dangerous tackle.
Well, when we covered the Ridgeline Logan game a week ago, Logan made a crazy 3-goal comeback in the last 12 minutes of that game. But it was definitely physical from the get-go, respectfully physical, but it definitely cards started to come out towards the end as the physicality ramped up a little bit. So that's the tough thing, right? If you start really physical, where can you go?
True. And we'll have to wait and see what the ref does to try and calm that down. You want to make sure you establish that early, I would say. But I wouldn't say any of these fouls have been too malicious yet.
No, definitely just hard playing there is Reyes. That one was a little bit intentional. Grabbed the hand on his way down.
Yeah, definitely trying to get that spin around, just trying to get that position advantage, but couldn't get behind him and had to foul him.
Yeah, and intentional, but again, not malicious, just professional.
Definitely.
As we are halfway through half number 1, still tied at 0. Bobcats searching for their second shot on goal. They've had a couple good rushes in the last few minutes as they look to break Reyes. That time it's read well by Buck. Ashcroft taking his time, trying to create space. He's going to switch field, and we'll go to the far side.
Despite the double teaming that they're putting on Ashcroft, I am very impressed with the level of professionalism he's been showing. He's very calm on the ball, makes good passes, and forces the defense to have to shut him down with 2 people.
Great touch on the far side of the field there by Zach May to keep that alive and then generate a corner here for Green Canyon as they're going to make their first 2 substitutions.
Looks like Ashcroft's coming off.
Ashcroft and Zach May will check out of this one. I believe May has been replaced by Drew Agee on that far side on the back line. So Agee will come in and play right back. And then I'm trying to find the forward. That one's just hit a little too long, and that'll go back for the Bobcats. Looks like it was Mason Sadler that subbed on. So Sadler's going to go play in an attacking midfield position. They've moved some of their forwards up, so it's going to be, looks like Colby Knight playing up top now for Green Canyon.
Yeah, they'll have him at the striker. It looks like the other attacking forward would be Cannon Clark currently.
That one off of a Bobcat. Nice body positioning there from Gavin Buck. Green Canyon really struggling, though, in this offensive half of the field. You know, they're doing really well on defense and winning possession back, but then they're not able to do much with it, Brian.
Yeah, it's definitely very, very difficult. And I think maybe what that comes down to is a bit more of a game plan here from the Bobcats. You know, obviously they haven't been able to put up a goal yet either, but they've been managing to hold this offense to uncomfortable shots. Obviously we had a couple really nice attempts, but nothing to the quality that we were seeing against with these 2 teams last time they played.
Another midfield battle is won by the Bobcats. They go near side. Heavy touch that time. Gavin Buck all over it. That's why he's so good on defense, because if you give him anywhere to put his body between you and the ball, he will get there.
Always nice when you have a nice back line there.
Now to the far side. That's going to be knocked out by a Bobcat. Green Canyon's got another substitution waiting. Looks like Ashcroft's going to come right back on, and they're going to give Colby Knight a breather. So Ashcroft's going to move up to the right side of that front line now.
Bit of a change. I think Coach caught on to that double teaming that they've been doing on him, so they're going to try and shift that pressure off to the right-hand side, maybe thinking that the left-hand side might be a bit stronger.
So that's going to put Stevens in the middle for Green Canyon and Jace McBride as the left wing. Back to the Wolf back line. Now switch back to the near side for Buck. Gavin Buck from the 50. Finds McBride, who tries to play Stevens in. That's a great pass. Excellent weight on that ball. Stevens gets it in the corner. Off of defenders, he tried to cross that one in low. the Bobcats get it back.
Fantastic defense there by the Bobcats, honestly. What was a really promising build-up there from the Wolves really gets snuffed out.
Official does not blow the whistle there on what very well could have been a foul on this near side. Lots of extremities tangled up there.
Absolutely.
15:45 to go in half number 1. Still tied at 0 as Green Canyon looks to work this back up right to left.
Yeah, you can really see the strengths of Green Canyon's possession here. But strong pressure from the Bobcats is really keeping them in this, putting the Wolves into uncomfortable positions.
This throw is going to come in about 10 to 15 yards shy of midfield. They pick out Cannon Clark. A couple good touches, gets that to Stevens. He tried to backheel that back to Clark and just mishit it.
He's young. He'll do that occasionally.
Great quick touch there. Stevens is not going to be able to get there, but Green Canyon can press. Last touch, Skyview. It's a bit of a mistake there by the back line as Green Canyon will have a throw, about 10 yards from goal?
Yeah, I'd say about 10 yards. Just outside that 18-yard box right now. They'll make their way in. Looking for the big throw. Nope.
They'll go short here to Stevens. Trying to work his way back towards the box. Ashcroft picks up a loose ball. Long cross, trying to get McBride in, headed away and just over the oncoming McBride.
Good use of space there by the Bobcats to kind of alleviate that pressure and prevent that header from coming in.
Oh, just misplayed by Reyes there. He was trying to get his foot around it and pushed it out instead. Those are frustrating.
Oh, absolutely. I'm impressed so far with this Bobcat squad. Once again, they're trying to play that counterattack really, really hard, and they're managing to stay in front of their Wolves offensive units and making sure that they can play to their level, understanding where they stand.
Cannon Clark trying to play that one through. Gets tangled up with Colby Knight back into the game for Green Canyon. Wolves, great play on the far side there by Colby Knight to slide in, trap that one on the touchline, and then force it out off a Bobcat. But they turn it right back over on the throw. Now a good play from Torres, and his pass is a little too heavy.
Good read there by the goaltender just to make sure he comes out, clears that line.
Skyview retains possession at midfield. Pass is knocked down by the Green Canyon back line, and now it'll be booted forward by Sorensen. Cannon Clark. Forward for Knight, and Knight, again, trying to play that quick touch, just mishit it.
And once again, these Bobcats trying to play that big ball over the top, trying to spring something forward as it might come out. Now,
Reyes almost settled that.
Yeah, that looked promising, but once again, you got to try and build up occasionally. They're just trying to play it over the top, and this Green Canyon back line is basically 2 men per Bobcats forward right now.
Hard pressure on Knight as he retreats just a bit. Looking for the give and go. That ball spinning away from him. Interception, though, just in front of midfield by Green Canyon. They've been able to keep the ball in this half, but again, Brian, they're struggling to get it close to goal and generate dangerous opportunities. Centered there for Torres, just a little too heavy.
Another one. That was a really good look. Just couldn't get to the foot of him right there. But if there's anything positive is that it was about 9 minutes left in the first half when Green Canyon put in their first goal. No, apologies. I want to say it was in the last 2 minutes. They scored 2 goals in the second half within the first 9 minutes.
It does seem to take the Wolves a little bit to figure out that last piece of the attack. A couple weeks ago when we were covering Logan Green Canyon, the game ended up going into penalties, but Green Canyon scored first. About, I want to say 25 minutes into the game, it was the same system over and over again, and eventually they connected, but it took up a couple reps. Skyview throw from inside the defensive third. Trying to throw this long up the near side. It's headed away by McBride. He gets a second head to it. Torres with a nice flick forward for Knight, but a great recovery from the Skyview defense. I think it's going to be a corner for Green Canyon.
Yeah.
Try to get that out off the side. I guess it spun off his head. 10:45 to play here in half number 1. Still looking for that opening goal.
It'll be Cannon Clark standing over this corner.
Low and short. Initially knocked away by the Bobcats, but won back and sent out of the back line. Agee was just a little too aggressive getting there.
Yeah, I feel like he's trying to reset that play, trying to play it back out to Cannon, but I don't think he read the pass too well, and it kind of came off his foot awkward and just rolled himself safely out of play. Quite the boot on that goaltender. Wow.
Goal kick crosses midfield, but Green Canyon at the end of it. Torres knocks that down. Sadler goes to the far side. Agee forward. Nice one touch there from McBride. He gets it right back. Sadler. Ooh, trying to play that off the outside of the foot and almost had it, but hit it a little too hard. 9.5 to go in half number 1. Still scoreless as Brent Stevens going to come back on. Brent Stevens. He'll replace Torres, who's been playing the entirety of this first half. Kennard gets us back underway. Buck heads it down, but a little too strong for Stevens. Heavy first touch there again by Skyview. Now here's Buck. Stevens. Shoved down to the ground as he passes that one forward, but it's going to be advantage Green Canyon. Nice couple moves there from Cannon Clark to get away from the pressure. Now Ashcroft on the near side, back on this left side of the attack. Clark almost scoots through, but that's sent all the way back across midfield to Tanner Farron.
Be curious to know what the offensive plan here for the Bobcats is. They're not pushing too many numbers forward, trying to play a bit more defensively so far. And it's working out. They're definitely keeping the Wolves from getting on the board, but they're not able to generate anything past about past half their own half right now.
Short throw to Ashcroft. He gets it right back and straight back to Ashcroft. Trying to cut through the middle there. Goes down to ground pretty easily, but comes back up with the loose ball. McBride worked off of that one. Strong defense from Skyview, but it's sent out for a throw. So one thing I think that if you could identify something in Ashcroft's game that he needs to work on as he grows up, through high school, just kind of going to ground too easily. And that's probably part of playing as a smaller kid, a younger kid at the varsity level. But definitely, you saw it in that circumstance where the ball ended up right back at his feet and he got back up and ran with it. If he's already on his feet there, he's not getting knocked down. He can break something because he's so proficient with those quick touches that he'll be able to get through traffic. He just has to have his footing.
He's got that low center of gravity. He has the skills to get past everyone. I mean, they're double teaming him every chance he's out on the ball. So I feel like, that's absolutely true. If there's anything positive, this kid's a freshman. He's playing on the varsity level. He's making impacts every single time he's on the field.
Well, and the way he plays and the way he runs and handles the ball, it just looks so natural for him. He looks very comfortable out there.
Yeah, great playmaker.
Oh, that one just skips under the foot of Colby Knight. He's had a couple of those. He's trying to finesse a lot of those balls, and he's just not getting a foot to it as that one's sent out of play. Yeah, almost takes out the huddle cam.
Goaltender's got to play it a little bit more safe here from now on. He's just kind of trying to get that ball out as quick as possible. If he takes a couple more seconds, takes a deep breath, he's got the boot to put that way, way upfield. If he can spring one of his forwards, you never know. Something can get behind.
That pass a little too soft as Skyview jumps on it, but they just can't link up on that last part of the field. Stevens. Clark just got a foot to it, but it was intercepted, and that pass goes off the foot of a Bobcat. It was a great read from Noah Nichols. Unfortunately, his clearance attempt found a teammate.
Yeah, it is unfortunate. He's been such a rock so far for this this Bobcat defense. He's in the right place at the right time every single moment so far.
Under 6 to play now here in the first half, and we're still scoreless.
Almost a bit of a head-to-head collision there. That could have been bad.
Shoulder to shoulder instead, and that'll come back for a Skyview throw. Nichols set up to take this one right in front of his own bench. Touch almost got away there, but good recovery from Skyview. Now the pass is too heavy. Just couldn't keep it in.
I like the idea, though. I think the maybe a bit better communication there from the center mid of the Bobcats there maybe helps that from going out of play.
Back to fair, and Green Canyon looks like they're ready to slow down for the rest of this half. I don't think they'd be too uncomfortable at a 0-0 draw at the halftime break.
No, definitely not. It starts to get into desperate times, which is rough for both teams, but you definitely want to be able to try and catch them in an uncomfortable position.
One for the Bobcats, a lot of bright spots in this first half, too. I mean, the shots on goal are already an improvement from the last time these two teams met, and that defense in that last third has really been frustrating Green Canyon. You can see all 10 of their field players are inside the 40-yard line.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of impressive, actually. Great possession, once again. That was something that Coach Sadler talked about when I interviewed him after the last game between these two, was he really likes the fact that this team plays great possession with each other.
Kennard with another goal kick. Kennard's also had a couple really good saves early in this one. I think that curling 22-yard shot was probably his best save of the evening.
Caught us off guard a little bit, that shot.
Good ball is just a little too strong. Green Canyon, man, that passing, they're just trying to rush it a little bit to me, it looks like. They're trying to get those touches really neat and quick, and they're not putting enough on the ball.
Yeah, and they maybe have been working on that in practice, but it doesn't always translate onto the field. Sometimes you got to take that extra touch, calm it down.
3.5 to go in the first. Interception now for the Bobcats in a dangerous spot. Oh, and the flick is just, again, too heavy. Both of these teams struggle with the same thing, either too soft or too heavy with the touch.
Yep, once again. And maybe, I mean, I can't imagine that the rain from earlier today has affected this turf too much. I imagine it's probably dried out, but
I have a feeling it might be the cold weather that's doing it a little bit more, tightening up the muscles and all that stuff.
That's true. That's very true.
Reyes with a nice pass to the right side. 2:50 to play. That cross knocked down by Green Canyon, but it's recovered for a shot and a goal. Skyview opens the scoring with 2:45 to play in the first half.
What a shot that was there as he takes the shot right-footed and curls it. That's Bryson Penrose. Takes that shot and curls it into the top left corner. What a shot to end this, potentially end this first half.
37 minutes and 15 seconds is what it took for us to get a goal out of this contest, but the Bobcats are in prime position here against the #1 team in Utah.
Oh, they're going to feel so much better about that. This feels like revenge so far for the Bobcats, but you got to see this through. The possession has definitely been in favor of Green Canyon, so they got to make sure that they hold that defense down, go into the half with that goal advantage. You're going to look a lot better in the second half.
.222 remaining as Green Canyon is going to pick up a free kick just inside of 45 yards from goal. This is within the range of that back line to drop something in. They're going to set up at the far post, but we've seen this from Green Canyon before. They'll set up at the far post and then have one runner.
Yeah, they're not committing too many numbers forward as far as their big defenders, so they're not putting too much effort into this, it seems, but anything can happen.
Short chip there is read well by Kennard, and he grabs that one out of the air uncontested.
He's going to try and spring forward.
That punt kicked away, but straight up into the air by the Green Canyon defense. Ashcroft gets to a loose ball just in front of midfield, 1:44 to play in the half. 100 seconds to go. Reminder, in high school, it is a hard 40 minutes. There's no stoppage time. Great defensive stop there. That one runs up into the chest of Farron.
Almost a good touch there to spring the Bobcats forward.
80 seconds to play now as that one bounces into the Green Canyon bench. Quick throw. A little more urgency now from Green Canyon as Farron brings this to the near side. Here's Zach May. Waited way too long on that pass, telegraphed it, and now here's Reyes with a minute to play. Trying to play himself forward, nice touch, cuts to the right, a shot on Sorensen, great kick save from Sorensen off the line.
Reyes played himself nicely into the box, but he needs to keep his head up as he had a number 23, Luke Walker, trailing on that run, wide open. He elects to take it himself and gets that kick save instead. I think he had an open net otherwise.
Excellent read there by Sorensen to come off the line after he saw Reyes break through the defense. Short corner, chested down there by Stevens, sent up with 28 seconds to play. Skyview's got one more chance for a good cross if they can get it up the field just a bit. Now hard right foot back into the box is going to go over that end line, and Sorensen is going to watch this clock run down on the first half. 1-0 Skyview after the first 40 minutes of play. 37 minutes and 15 seconds into this one. It was Penrose to open up the scoring. A much different match than we expected coming into this one, but a much more entertaining one than we expected coming into this one, Brian.
Absolutely. No one likes watching a tie. No one likes listening to a tie even. So happy to see a team put a goal on the net. And we have leaders at the end of this half. Bobcats up 1-0 over the visiting Wolves. So this goes against every game plan I imagine Sadler had for his squad. But they'll have to look to respond going into the second half. We'll see what those adjustments look like. As far as the Bobcats are concerned, they got one. They might hunker down. They might feed on that last one, look for that desperation play from the Green Canyon Wolves, and try and spring another counterattack.
It's been an exciting first 40 here from Smithfield. A 10-minute break coming your way here on 107.7 FM. But when we come back, the second half here at Skyview High, Green Canyon, the number one team in Utah, got knocked down 4-0 by Ridgeline on Tuesday, and they trail 1-0 against Skyview, a team that they shut out 3-0 just a couple weeks ago. Wolves need a turnaround here when we come back. This is Region 11 Spring Sports, brought to you by CashValleyDaily.com. For the latest news, scores, photo galleries, and replays of tonight's game, visit CashValleyDaily.com or download the new Cache Valley Daily mobile app. Cache Valley's premier choice for local news is Cache Valley Daily. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
North Logan and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery, the Old Gristmill, here for you.
Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
If you're thinking about getting a vasectomy, the healthcare teams at Franklin County Medical Center in Preston are ready. Talk to the experts at Franklin County Medical Center in Preston about your vasectomy. Quick appointments are available. Start by visiting fcmc.org today.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
From what's happening in local political elections to breaking news to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
If RPMs raise your BPMs, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
Good news for all school teachers and students. Logan Cash Rich Credit Union is offering ultra-low interest rates on auto loans and more. Plus, they pay school students for good grades. Inquire at Logan Cash Rich Credit Union. Member-focused, goal-driven.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT. When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
If you're thinking about getting a vasectomy, the healthcare teams at Franklin County Medical Center in Preston are ready. Talk to the experts at Franklin County Medical Center in Preston about your vasectomy. Quick appointments are available. Start by visiting fcmc.org today.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC, online at advancedheating-ac.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
From what's happening in local political elections to breaking news to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
If RPMs raise your BPMs, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
Good news for all school teachers and students. Logan Cash Rich Credit Union is offering ultra-low interest rates on auto loans and more. Plus, they pay school students for good grades. Inquire at Logan Cash Rich Credit Union. Member-focused, goal-driven.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT. When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
If you're thinking about getting a vasectomy, the healthcare teams at Franklin County Medical Center in Preston are ready. Talk to the experts at Franklin County Medical Center in Preston about your vasectomy. Quick appointments are available. Start by visiting fcmc.org today.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Welcome back to Smithfield, Utah. Just about to get underway for the second half of action here between Green Canyon and Skyview. Stockton Jukes and Brian Kirk here with you on 107.7 FM and CacheValleyDaily.com. Your video experience tonight powered by Adams Wealth Advisors. They put their clients first under any circumstance, so give them a visit at AdamsWealthAdvisors.com. Green Canyon with the kickoff, the quick chip, and the Bobcats will get this one at midfield. Quickly turned right back over to Torres. Now Clark to the left side for Ashcroft. Back to Clark. Ashcroft trying to break down that touchline, but he's been well guarded along that side tonight.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments this Green Canyon squad takes after conceding a late goal in that first half.
And you said it, Brian, our only goal so far in this one is the Bobcats lead 1-0. Penrose with 2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in that first half made it 1-0 Skyview. And keep in mind, Skyview didn't get a shot on goal against Green Canyon the last time they played back on April 9th. So this is already a huge improvement for the Bobcats as they are, fighting, like we mentioned in that first half, to get into that top 8 in the RPI.
Yeah, this is going to be a definite game that they feel like that they should win. And you don't want that to play into the heads of your players because it could jinx you.
Heavy ball played there for Reyes. He's going to get there first if it doesn't leak out on him. He does indeed. Curling back towards the box now. Late slide. Reyes had it read. Now he'll cut back to the top of the box. A little give and go on that far side. Farron trying to get in there. Reyes gets around him. Nice cross. The shot is blocked back up towards the top of the box and cleared away by the Wolves.
This game is looking very, very much like a replay of that last meeting between these two, but on opposite terms in every aspect. The Bobcats were wearing white last time and conceded late in the first half, and Green Canyon was wearing black and put on 3. So we're seeing this high pressure early from Skyview. They're trying to score another one quick.
And we've mentioned it a couple times, but Green Canyon in recent memories, kind of been struggling. The load of their road games is at the end of this regular season, especially in region. They've got this one. They were just at Ridgeline on Tuesday, and they've got 2 more at Bear River next Thursday and at Mountain Crest to end the season on Tuesday, May 7th. They really need to get back into form. If they can't pull it out tonight, then that game on Tuesday at home against Logan is ever more important.
Oh, obviously that's a must-win at that point for them with Logan breathing down their necks.
Well, and the Grizzlies tonight are at the Bear River Bears, who, if I remember correctly, are winless in region and only 1-8 on the season. So Logan, if Green Canyon drops this result tonight, they'll be in first place in the region when we wake up tomorrow. Stevens gets to that one. Good touch by Knight. He gets tangled up and draws the foul. This is going to be a dangerous spot for Green Canyon.
Yeah, they've set themselves nicely here just outside of that 18-yard box. This is it's not an easy shot. I will not say that. But
they're going to put him right in front of the 20, so I'd say this is about 27 yards from goal with that end line being inside the end zone.
As a former player here, this is the exact spot that everyone practices from. So they'll have their best kicker here. It looks like it's going to be Clark that's going to be taking this shot. Expect him to go for it.
Now, the obvious choice here is to try and get this up and around to that near side post, top right corner, but do you think he maybe tries to pull this low to the bottom left?
He's out that right foot. I think he's going to try and curl it to the top right, at least the right-hand side of that net is where I think he's going.
Takes the shot, does curl it right, but gets underneath it.
Yeah, he was looking for that upper 90 there, but just puts it a bit too high, trying to get it over the wall, which is very, very important. Manages to do so, but tough shot still.
4 minutes down here in the second half as Kennard will take a goal kick. Short left. Green Canyon, I think, is going to start to shift towards a more high press mentality. As you can see, they've got a lot more bodies in front of the 40-yard line, and they create a turnover there.
It'll be very interesting to see how long it takes if they're going to score and how many numbers they're going to commit forward the later it gets.
That one trapped under the foot. And Green Canyon eventually does turn it over. Throw for the Bobcats. They had that one really good look with Reyes early in this half, just trying to get back across midfield. Knight trying to play Cannon Clark forward off the head. Clark has to go up and get that one for Ashcroft, but he does. Now Ashcroft on the left side of the box.
Clark's calling for it at the top of the box again.
Great back heel move there for Ashcroft. It's poked away, but that's going to be a corner for Green Canyon with 5 minutes played here in half number 2.
Green Canyon's threatening. They want to score early. I imagine that that message from Coach Sadler was, you got to score right now. You guys held them the entire time. You guys had the possession. Now score.
That one just pulled and sent out before it even got to the goal. Goal kick for Kennard with 34:30 remaining in half number 2.
You can also see the confidence in this Bobcat squad right now, leading 1-0. They're moving with a bit more pep in their step currently. Playing good positioning as that ball is played right into the path of a midfielder of the Wolves.
That one's going to go off the foot of Stevens. It'll stay with the Bobcats. If you haven't tried the amazing breakfast sandwiches at the South Logan and Smithfield locations of Old Grist Mill, you definitely should because you'll love it. They have locations in South Logan, Smithfield, and in Central Logan as well. That one out of play as the Bobcats climb that ladder up the near side, throw in after throw in. Knocked down by Clark. Trying to center that one for the running Colby Knight, but it's intercepted. Good press from Ashcroft, almost generates the turnover. But the Bobcats will just touch themselves out of play there. 33:30 to play.
Yeah, we see the Wolves trying to play that big through ball, trying to spring forward their striker, but read well by the defense once again. Trying to maybe pull something out of the pocketbook of the Bobcats last half as they were just trying to bang it over the top.
Sadler forward to Torres at midfield. Now he'll go left. It's a little too far out of the path of Colby Knight. Torres almost gets the turnover. Colby Knight does intercept that pass. Now Knight, left foot trying to switch to Stevens. Nice chest there from Stevens, but it's too heavy. This one's all the way back to midfield. Now right side for Stevens. Good tackle there. Stevens will keep it. Send it back to the back line. Yeah, Green Canyon's defense playing all the way at midfield here, as they've definitely shifted forward in terms of field positioning. Big run from Knight on the far side. Tried to play that through the legs of the oncoming defender. It's intercepted, but taken right back by Torres. Far side of the box.
Look at the amount of jerseys they have on them right there.
Trying to get through a 3-man pileup. Can't do it, but it's kept alive by Green Canyon. Loose ball clearance there for Skyview. It'll be chased down by the Wolves. One press man coming for Skyview, and that pass is going to take Green Canyon out of play. Skyview with the throw. 8 minutes played here in half number 2.
Really good to stretch the field there by the Bobcats. Clear it into open space, managing to give their defense a bit of a break there.
Ashcroft watches that one bounce, takes a nice touch, and then goes down to ground. That is going to be a foul. I saw a hand think about going to the pocket there, but we're just going to get a free kick.
Yeah, I think that would have been a worthy foul of a yellow card as well. That hand did go forward and kind of pull it back a little bit.
Definitely not severe enough, though, to pull that card out with still over 30 minutes to play. Long ball. Bounces around a couple different people. Colby Knight scores.
That's really unfortunate as Kennard, the goaltender for the Bobcats, committed himself, but he didn't call for it, and his defender put a head on it, and it kind of comes off awkward right into the path of into the path of Knight, who bags his third since playing them last. I mean, he's a goal-scoring machine, and we're level 1-1.
Colby Knight, 8 minutes and 42 seconds into the second half, makes it 1-1. Green Canyon, they've lit that spark now. Let's see how big they can build the fire, Brian.
Absolutely. It's kind of rough. If you're the Bobcats, you're going to feel a bit hard done on that one. But once again, you got to take advantage of those set-piece opportunities. You put that ball into an awkward position, make the goalie commit, and some results will go your way.
So we're tied at 1 now with just over 31 minutes to play. Sadler forward. Good touch from Knight that time, finds Clark. Now a heavy ball for Ashcroft is going to be ushered out of play by Kennard. Good run there out of the box to put his body in the way.
Absolutely. He's definitely feeling a little bit flustered from that, from conceding that goal.
And for the night that he's had between the pipes too, and the saves that he's made too, that's got to be frustrating because, like you said, Brian, that was just really not his fault. He got swarmed by a couple teammates trying to get to that ball.
Yeah, and unfortunately we don't get the best. We can't hear too much that's going on the field, but communication once again comes down really, really key. If you're that keeper, you got to be yelling for that ball.
Foul's going to be called against Skyview there. They're going to say Ashcroft got run over, and that's another thing that smaller size can do for you is those leverage plays look a lot worse than they truly are. Bobcats looking for space through midfield. Late slide there by Knight. Right at midfield, Bobcats taking their time, trying to open up something in that offensive third. That pass intercepted.
Yeah, not enough pepper on that one, unfortunately, to make it to its intended target.
Ashcroft. Any chance that Skyview has, they've double-teamed or even triple-teamed him along that side. So he's been looking a lot more for those outlet passes as we have played 10.5 here in the second half, and that one is caught by Kennard in the air. Long punt there from Kennard.
Once again, I mean, he's got one forward up there, but where are we going with it? We don't got the numbers forward. Give your offense a chance to kind of push themselves up, and then give yourself the opportunity to have more targets.
Ashcroft again from the left side of the attack for Green Canyon as they move towards that south end zone here in the second half, left to right if you're listening along with us on 107.7. Skyview looking for that Hail Mary in transition. They've been struggling at midfield in this half, so they're just trying to get across midfield as fast as possible. That back line for Green Canyon, though, is tough to beat around the corner. Reyes almost did it earlier, but Sorensen bailed out the Wolves.
Yeah, they're trying to throw that speed up there, but the Green Canyon's been reading it really well as they'll get the foul here in a dangerous position once again.
Yeah, just a little bit late getting that leg up there for the Bobcats. And, you know, it's easy for us to sit back here and say, oh, that was late, whatever. But, you know, it's so bang, bang when you're out there on the field.
Yeah, it's unfortunate when you just commit and have to live with the consequences. Again, this will be about, 30 yards-ish to goal?
Yeah, I'd say a little over 35. 28 minutes left here in the second half as the clock continues to run. Official will take a little bit of time to direct traffic, but if he has to do any more, he'll stop the clock. It looks like we're going to get the whistle instead. Farron just tried to drive that through the wall. Bouncing ball is hit, but lifted. I think it was Torres with the foot.
Yeah, Cannon looked to try and get a touch on that, but he elects to leave it for his center mid, and I think that's the right decision to make. Let Torres take that shot, and he's got the angle. He just puts it over the bar, unfortunately.
Yeah, it bounced to him pretty well. Just maybe swung that foot a little early. Another good goal kick there from Kennard. He's got a lot of power for a freshman.
Yeah, makes me very, very jealous as a former goaltender. He has a better foot than I ever had.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of really young and really solid talent in Region 11 this year.
Yeah.
Big run by Knight as he tries to cross that one in low, and Kennard comes out to get it. Great read there again by the freshman keeper.
Yeah, make sure to cut off that angle, preventing Green Canyon from getting behind him.
Wolves are able to intercept that goal kick, but can't get to the second ball. Now it's cleared up towards Fair, and he sends it back the other way. Skyview still with the ball, 26.5 to play here in half number 2. Bobcats very patient at midfield to this point in the second half. Not trying to force anything, but it is getting to a point where they're
allowing the Wolves goaltender to come out and smother that ball up.
The Franklin County Medical Center has been serving Franklin County since 1929 and always provides quality professional care that patients can trust. They provide access to surgical and specialty care by some of the region's top specialists. Words. 25:59 to go here in half number 2, so we've played just over 14 minutes. Tied at 1 after Colby Knight's equalizer, 8 minutes and 42 seconds into the half. Skyview goal from Penrose earlier in this one. The number 27 for the Bobcats, the freshman, Bryson Penrose, with a nice shot on a ball that found his foot there in the box, and that's what you have to do with those chances. Same thing happened for Green Canyon.
Once again, yeah, that ball puts himself in the right spot. You're there. Just put it on the net. Really good freshman talent from both these squads. Quick highlight, I didn't catch the number of the player, but we did have a player that went down, and they had him subbed off. Hopefully he's doing all right. He did walk himself off the field, so I can imagine he's doing all right, but definitely don't want anyone injured.
Emotions are definitely starting to turn up a little bit as, I don't know if our mics picked it up, but the Green Canyon head coach over there on the far side of the field was just yelling down the field at the ref. 25 minutes to play now in half number 2 as Skyview still looking to break into that offensive third and get a shot on goal here in the half. Really strong press at midfield by that Green Canyon front line as they'll force a turnover.
Yeah, if you're that defense, that Bobcat defense pushing high, they weren't left with many options. So you just got to clear it out of bounds and reset.
Near side now for the Wolves as that one runs up the foot. McBride takes the push there while he was trying to recover that touch. Yeah, the speed of this game is definitely picking up a little bit, and like we were saying earlier, when you start aggressive, it doesn't leave much space for you to get more aggressive as the speed of the game picks up. Oh, nearly one of the best volleys you'll see at this level. Just got underneath that, but it cleared 3 heads and ended up on the foot of Ashcroft.
Yeah, that was a really good. I kind of expected that one to just go painlessly into the heads of of the Bobcats.
Great ball forward for Reyes if he can beat Fair, and through the legs of Sorensen, and Skyview takes the lead.
What a shot. What a play.
The speed of Torres finally pays off.
Wow. Fantastic ball that went all the way back from the defense, found its way to the foot of Reyes, and he just bangs it past his defender and slots it home one time through the legs of the Green Canyon goaltender.
Not really sure if something just happened during all that celebrations down to our left, but the official had to go over and send the Skyview bench back to the bench. I think they may have just left the bench area.
Yeah, definitely some high excitement going on, maybe trying to just keep everyone at bay.
So 16 minutes and 10 seconds into the second half, Reyes finally gets his goal, using that speed to his advantage, and Skyview is back on top with 23:50 to play.
Plenty of time left for the Green Canyon Wolves here as they look to try and equalize once again. But if you're the Bobcats, you got to be feeling really, really good. This is going exactly how you would like it right now.
Other really nice thing about that Reyes goal is that went through the legs of Farron and Sorensen.
That was pretty. And after getting denied by the post 2 times in the last time these teams met, it's got to feel really, really good and vindicated that he finally gets that one.
Especially the runs that he's been making today, as Knight's going to be hip-checked off the ball, and all's fair in love and war. They're going to say, I think there were fouls on both sides there.
I can agree with that. There's a guy that came through the hips. Another guy got clipped in the ankles.
Yeah, the intensity is definitely getting up there.
Oh, yeah.
23 minutes to play here in Smithfield.
Very, very close, these two teams. Only separated by a matter of maybe a couple miles. So, can imagine this rivalry could be pretty heated.
Dangerous run there from the Wolves, as that one is going to leak out for a corner kick. Inside of 23 to play now, as Green Canyon's going to have this one from the far side of the south end zone.
The home squad wants to hold their lead here. It comes down to this. Once again, we've been talking a lot about these set pieces.
Several bodies over here at the near post, but keep an eye on Torres as that one's low, looking for a bouncer. Gets out to Reyes, but it's a heavy touch. Can he recover? There's that speed again. Oh, that one just slips underneath the foot. Sadler just mistouched it again. He's been struggling a little bit to pass through midfield. And a great move down the far side. Farron gets to that one. Can he get it back up the field? No. Bobcats get to that ball again. Gets all the way across. Top of the box shot is blocked away.
Great build-up here by the Bobcats. Fantastic offensive possession as they managed to keep that in the attacking third for themselves.
Now heavy left-footed pass there ends up in the chest of Sorensen. 21:45 to play. It was a Guy on that shot block. Really good opportunity there for the Bobcats. Just couldn't get through that defense.
You almost feel like there's still another one in this game from both squads almost.
That's going to be a foul against Cannon Clark as he ran up to intercept that one. Just got his foot clipped. It's inventive there by the midfielder for Green Canyon because you can see that foot stretched out to receive the ball. You just put yourself right in between.
Yeah, your momentum just carries you at that point as we see our first yellow card issued to number 9 of the Bobcats.
I think that might be Max Falslev, but I'm not entirely sure.
Let's get another dangerous area here to play a good set piece in.
Still 45 yards away from goal here, and they're going to move Farron a little bit further back even. But again, Farron, the senior defensive captain for the Wolves, has got the experience and the strength to get this one into a dangerous spot. Substitution coming for the Wolves.
I believe it was him that played the ball in on their first goal as well. Could be wrong on that.
Clock continues to run again. Farron gets his right foot to it. Nice ball in. Bounces. Green Canyon centers, and they tie it up. It's Knight again. Flag is indeed down.
They're calling for it.
Yeah, they are begging for it.
Hold on. It looks like the ref over here is going to come talk to his AR as he held up the signal for...
So the ball, I think, bounced to Ashcroft, who was at the very end of that pile of bodies on the far side. I didn't see if he got that run in time or if he was early getting back there, but he was the last man at that goal line.
I feel like with the amount of bodies that were in there, obviously we don't have the best angle of that, and we definitely don't have a replay, but
they're going to count it because there's no way to overturn that.
Yeah. Obviously the Bobcats are going to feel undone by that and feel hard done, like they should have gotten an offsides call.
And it's definitely been too, I don't want to say cheap, but definitely not any crazy goals for Green Canyon.
No. 2-2, 21 minutes left to play.
It was Knight with his second, so he's got a brace.
It's just like the last game as well.
So with 18 minutes and 43 seconds played in the second, we are tied once again, thanks to Colby Knight. I am interested now, though, to see if Farron delivered both of those balls.
Yeah, I mean, it would be very interesting.
That one just a little bit off the outside of the foot. Farron trying to send it back up the field. I think it glanced off of a Bobcat.
Ooh, good 1-2 pass there.
Great combination play, but a really good read from Gavin Buck to turn on a dime there and get that back up the field. Buck knocks that out of play. 20:39 showing on the clock here in half number 2 as we're tied at 2. It's been a dogfight.
Yeah, I still don't think this ends in a tie. I feel like someone gets the late winner here.
Even if it does, we go to a penalty shootout. Obviously, I don't want to, impose a broadcaster jinx here as Reyes runs down towards the box looking for a cross. Back up top, sent towards the center of the box, but cleared away. Ashcroft was running away from that one. And that's going to go out of play off Ashcroft.
Yeah, a bit of a physical presence there as Ashcroft was going hard up against a large number 24 of the Bobcats, and I admire the attempt there, but that ball just sails safely out for a throw-in.
Substitutions for both sides here. Torres goes off the field for Stevens for Green Canyon, and back onto the field is Luke Walker for the Bobcats. Just over the head there of Knight at midfield. Kimball tried to recover, sent back up by a teammate. That's going to run out of play. Zach May, short pass. Now a long ball from Sadler trying to get Colby Knight in. It was on the wrong side of his run. Kennard drop kick. Lots of distance on that. That's his best by the night by far. That
man.
What was that? Almost 80 yards down the field?
Easily, and he's giving it a bounce too.
Yeah, the edge of the 18-yard box is at the 10.
It's
I'd
10
say about
yards,
75.
Right? 10 yards to goal at that point?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Great slide there by Ashcroft to knock that back out of play. It's going to stay with Skyview. Right at midfield, Bobcats on the near side. Play this one forward. Heavy touch and an eager cross there gets away, but it stays with the Bobcats. They've been doing well to trap this ball in this third.
Yeah, they've been doing a lot better on possession this second half. I think getting those goals really, really helps build some confidence in these players.
Green Canyon trying to break now on the far side as that one disagreed with Knight. Trying to center it. Popped up in the air. Big collision of bodies there, and there is going to be a foul called. That was a heavy hit against Noah Nichols. Under 18 to play here in half number 2. No card out of the pocket there, but you got to think the next time there will be.
Absolutely. Persistent infringement at that point. He's already shown the book to somebody, so expect him to be a bit more obvious, I think, after this.
Great header there by Sadler to knock that back towards midfield. Cannon Clark trying to slow the pace of the game down a little bit. Nice combination to Sadler. Now they switch the field. A little slow getting to McBride, but he'll pick it up. Cuts back towards the center. Now Sadler switches back to his left. Clark. Long cross for Clark, trying to get Colby Knight on the opposite side. It bounces over his head. 17 minutes to play. It'll be a goal kick.
Really good idea there, as he had the right pass, but once again, just turf. It bounces weird. It'll go hard right over the head, and otherwise, I feel like he might have had a good chance on net there for his potentially a hat trick.
That one outruns the Bobcats. It'll be a throw for Green Canyon. Zach May looking for options. Trying to find Ashcroft as he makes a turn. Flicks himself back towards the center of the field. Nice defensive recovery there for Skyview. They can't hold possession, though, as McBride centers for Clark. Clark gets knocked down, and that's going to be a foul. Just a little too much through the body there.
Yeah, this
coming at him sideways is tough, Brian.
It's really tough, and it is kind of obvious on those kind of tackles. But once again, putting yourself in a really tough situation, having the two set-piece goals kind of stand apart for the Wolves right now. They'll have another chance here.
Inside of 16 minutes to play now. The official taking a look at the group of players. Whistle is in. Shot at goal. Nice save by Kennard right at the crossbar.
Yeah, you could see the eyes. We don't get to see the eyes right now of Colby Knight, but he was looking directly at goal the entire time. He knew where he was putting that ball.
That ball hit the official on its way up the field. It'll be a drop ball from where it hit him.
Good on the ref for owning up to that. Usually you see refs kind of keep the whistle in the pocket on that one.
See, that's what I like about soccer against hockey, even, is if the puck touches the official, sure, that's fine. But if it interferes with the play, you should go to the dot. You should go to the face-off circle.
I can agree with that.
15-15 left in half number 2. We're still tied at 2. Skyview with a little bit more momentum right now on their home turf. They've been playing a much better game against these Wolves. Oh, header missed there. Sorensen knocks it up into the air, but he just got enough of it to keep it in front of the goal.
That was very dangerous. It comes off of the head of one of his defenders, but goaltender manages to keep his hands up, not committing too far, and keep that from going out into the back of the net as an own goal.
14:45 to play here at Skyview High up in Smithfield. It's 2-2. Bobcats have taken the lead twice. Green Canyon has equalized with Colby Knight twice, as that one's just wide.
Really like the ideas here, the play mentality of the Skyview Bobcats right now. They're going for it.
Ashcroft back towards the center. Flicked up into the air by Sadler. Controlled by Gavin Buck. He'll go up the far sideline for Stevens. Left-footed pass just gets past the defender. Colby Knight picks it up on the far side, looking for the cross. He's going to cut back. Takes his time. Cross is knocked out for a corner. 14 minutes left in the second half.
Oh, and I think we have a Bobcat down. I think he may have taken a shot into a very sensitive area.
Yeah, going to catch his breath over there. Definitely caught that inside of the leg. Dangerous area. 13:45 to play here in the second half, as this one's going to come in from Colby Knight. Looks like he's setting up for the left-footed outswinger. It is. It's a short one. Stevens just trying to get the back of the foot to it, and it's knocked down by Kennard. Another great drop kick by Kennard. Reyes looking for a spill, not going to get one. Ashcroft fighting for it at midfield. Now up the side for Walker. Walker back towards the center. Kimball passing around at midfield. Left foot forward, knocked down by Green Canyon's defense. Clark trying to get to the loose ball, goes down to ground, and that's going to be a foul called on Clark. I thought he got ball there, Brian.
I think he did as well. I feel like he got ball first, and then the attacking mid there came in.
And he got carded.
Very interesting call there.
Wow.
I thought it was a pretty fair tackle there.
There have been a lot worse slides in this game. Much worse.
Yeah, very, very intriguing. If you're the Bobcats, you're feeling pretty good about that.
So we've got one card apiece now, as they're going to say Cannon Clark just got there a little too late, maybe a little too aggressive.
That could have been it. Maybe had some studs up for all we know, but yeah.
And it looked like he almost landed on the ball too.
Yeah.
Just over 50 yards from goal here. Everyone lined up on the 18-yard line. Under 13 to play. Clock continues to run. It's a long one. Sorensen's got the rights to it. He punches it forward, and it's flicked forward by Green Canyon. Kept alive by the Bobcats. Ball spilling back towards the net, and that's going to stay with Skyview.
Very dangerous play once again. Trying to put that ball right into, like, the penalty spot. Try and get the goalie to commit, come out, make a weird save potentially. Maybe it spills into the back of the net.
One substitution apiece for both sides as McBride goes off for Green Canyon, and Canyon Clark able to come right back on after a quick dead ball. 12-10 to play here in the second half. Sent in towards the top of the box and sent right back. Colby Knight takes a bump, knocks it over to a teammate at midfield. Now a long ball trying to get to Knight. That's going to get to Kennard first. Less than 12 to play. Still tied at 2. Green Canyon and Skyview. Monumentally important game for both of these two teams as we approach the end of the regular season.
Reyes
hard challenge there outside the box on the far side. They're going to say that was ball. And that one was a little too leg to leg, so that will go back for Skyview. They're going to have a free kick just inside of 50 yards away, 45 I'd say.
Yeah.
Quickly taken. And they're going to say that they didn't give enough time. Long ball in towards the box. Sorensen running towards it, and he's collided with. The offside flag is up anyway.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
That's going to be either interference or offsides. Take your pick, Brian.
Yeah, I feel like, AR is indicating offsides. It looks like Luke, number 23 here, Luke was getting a little too close, and he can't be talking to the ref like that. Otherwise, he's going to get carded, so he's got to watch what he's saying.
Yeah, no, if you collide with the goaltender on that first ball up in the air, second ball, that's fine, but the keeper has a right to about a 1-foot circle around the body when he's trying to catch that ball.
Yeah, it's a bit different in other leagues, but here in high school that you got to keep your players safe as much as possible.
At the end of the day, we're more concerned about these boys' health and safety than any final score.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Sent off a Bobcat. That'll be a Green Canyon throw. Good play there from Farron right up against the touchline. 10-10 to play here in half number 2. We're still tied at 2. Skyview's been threatening for the last few minutes.
Oh yeah, and they've been knocking hard. I really do think this is plenty of time for either squad who has had good quality chances here on net to put one in as a game winner potentially.
That one just barely kept alive on the near side. A nice touch to get back towards center. Luke Walker trying to send it in towards the box. It's blocked down by Torres. Torres gets to that loose ball too. And Green Canyon's got an opportunity to break if they can make a good pass here. Ashcroft swarmed, poked away, can't win it back.
Man, the vast difference from half to half. The midfield has been controlled 100% by this Skyview Bobcat squad, as opposed to the first half, which was heavily in the favor of Green Canyon.
Foot-to-foot contact there from Ashcroft. That's going to get a whistle. 9:15 to play here in Smithfield.
Skyview hopeful, looking for it.
Waiting for the movement here in the box. Big right-footed cross is going to go right towards the center of the box. Over everyone. Did Farron touch it? No. Goal kick.
Very dangerous kick. This set piece, number 7, he's got a good foot on him, putting it into dangerous spots. Goaltender's not committing to it anymore.
Short one from Sorensen there as we approach the 8.5-minute mark of this second half. 2 goals from Colby Knight and a goal apiece from Reyes and Penrose for Skyview. Touch gets away from Stevens there. Now a battle for it on the near touchline. That is won by Walker. Walker sends it forward. It's a little too strong, and good body position there from Tanner Fair and gets Sorensen the ball.
It's a good ball. It's a really good ball forward. I love the idea. Can't quite get on the end of it, though, but it's all right.
That one falls for Clark. Up the left side for Ashcroft if he can get there. Keeps it alive, sliding, but it runs out on him. Just couldn't get enough behind that ball. Now less than 8 to go, so we're going to get a Skyview substitution. Bryson Penrose back into the game, the first goal scorer of the day. As we get later into this game, might be worth addressing what our overtime rules would be should it be required here in Smithfield. 2 10-minute periods of overtime played consecutively. We're not going to have a big break after the end of regulation going into halftime, and there's not really a long halftime break of that extra period anyway. But it is golden goal, so if someone scores, the game's over.
Great ball in.
Oh, excellent outside foot cross.
Yeah, what a great fake that was by number 40 of the Bobcats to gain that position, putting the ball into the dangerous area, and it's the Green Canyon defender that is able to get the ball out. But
short cross headed up into the air to the top of the box, shot knocked down, and then, oh no. Man, you're going to have nightmares about that, Mr. Walker.
Absolutely. After the failed first touch volley by number 15 here at the top of the box, Walker had a really good look.
Oh, it looks like it did take a touch, though. So he didn't lift it over himself, and now it's cleared away by Sadler. Sent right back in towards danger. It falls from Walker! Immediately makes up for it. 6:24 to play. Skyview on top, 3-2.
This crowd has gotten loud as finally they've broken through. Not too much long left on the clock. I wouldn't call it over at this point, but hey, that could be our game winner. Walker's looking really, really happy. Feels undone. Last game, he ended up with a yellow card and no really good chances on net at all. He's going to feel really, really good about that one.
Unbelievable go-ahead goal there from Walker, who missed less than 30 seconds earlier. Immediate redemption, and the Bobcats can taste it now. 6:24 to play in the second half. Green Canyon, they've probably never felt more urgent than this.
Absolutely. They're getting undone right now by the Bobcats, and Bobcats are looking to play the spoiler here to try and keep Green Canyon from that number 1 spot.
Not only could this cost them the top seed in the region, but it could also cost them the top seed in the RPI to Ridgeline.
Look at the space here.
A big left side run here for Skyview. Trying to slow it down as Stevens presses. Who did that touch last? It'll go back to Green Canyon.
Skyview's got to make sure they keep their heads cool here, as defense is going to win this game for them at this point.
That ball shanked just out of play. 5:42 to play. Green Canyon throw again, but they're still in their defensive third. They've really struggled to get across midfield these last 20 minutes of play. Big swarm on Stevens there at the touchline, and the Bobcats win it back. Great feed to Penrose, and Sadler just gets a foot to it. Reyes now at midfield just loses it to Clark. Now back to Sadler. Just over 5 to play here in Smithfield. Green Canyon has time, but not a lot of it. Up the right side, Stevens, heavy touch, turnover. Penrose now. Skyview trying to switch the field, that one between two Bobcats. 4:45 to play. Green Canyon from midfield. Sadler, long right foot, trying to play Stevens in, and he stopped his run.
Goaltender's going to let this one go all the way down before he pounces on it to kill as many seconds as possible.
So 4.5 to play now as Kennard's forced to pick it up. Takes a couple of seconds to drop that one and kick it away. Fair and heads it straight up.
As far away as possible there.
Another rough touch there by Green Canyon almost creates another turnover, sent back up the field. Stevens creating contact there, wins the ball. Now Clark to the far side. Ashcroft cutting towards the middle. Running out of space, he's going to have to circle back. Drops it for Buck. Centers it for Sadler. Ashcroft cuts back. Trying to get north to south here, just no space for him all game long. Now Torres. Near side for May. Further down for Stevens. Hard tackle there for the Bobcats. Stevens with a push behind there. They're going to play advantage Skyview. And Skyview will just send that out of play deep down the field.
I get the play there, trying to once again cut as many seconds off this clock as possible, but I would have liked to see a bit more possession there as they had the numbers going forward at half line.
And for Green Canyon, if you're Stevens, you can't be shoving like that.
No, you cannot.
You've got to stay as level-headed as possible if you want any chance to equalize this game. But if that does get whistled, if they don't play advantage there, that's so costly because Skyview can run out so much time.
Oh, easily.
That one runs out of space. That'll go back to Green Canyon. In front of their own bench, Ashcroft quickly to throw. Cannon Clark finds some space in the end zone. Getting towards that end line. It's knocked away from him, but it'll be... Did it go out? It'll be a throw. Just saved at that back line. Great sliding clearance there. 2:35 to play. Really only 2 or 3 more chances here for Green Canyon if they can even get it into the box. Ashcroft got hit pretty hard trying to get through there, and they are going to give the foul.
Yeah, he's down.
Got clipped on, I think, looks like the right foot, and he's going to try and walk it off quickly. Doesn't have a lot of time to kill on the ground.
No, he can't.
Clock's still running, too. 2:05 to play. 3-2 Skyview. Maybe the best chance Green Canyon will have for the rest of the night.
They've been very, very successful on these set-piece opportunities.
Clock is stopped now with 1:55 showing, as the official is going to go over to that Green Canyon sideline and check on something. I think he's checking the spot of the ball, and he's going to walk off the distance for that wall. Now he's talking to, is that Cannon Clark over there?
It looks like Cannon. Yeah, he's been taking most of the set-piece opportunities from within about 20 yards.
115 seconds left in regulation. Right-footed cross right in the middle of the box, headed away. Knocked down by Buck. Clearances through a couple bodies, ends up with Ashcroft, and he doesn't get all of that one. Who's going to get to it first? Sadler off a Bobcat. That'll be a Green Canyon throw with 1:40 to play. 100 seconds left. Deep throw. Trying to control down in the corner. Pass back up the box. Taken in by Ashcroft, and a great tackle. In towards the box and sent right back away. 1:20 to play. Big contact there on the ground as Torres peels himself off. Left-footed shot just wide of the near post.
That was dangerous.
That took a touch from a Bobcat, so it'll be a corner. Green Canyon's got 70 seconds, and they're not moving fast enough.
Yeah, Kennard looked like he had it covered, but, yeah, that was a dangerous
Oh, we've got a Bobcat
shot.
down behind the play now, too.
I think that's Luke
and so
Walker.
The clock is going to stop with 1:09. Walker, the hero here in Smithfield as it stands with 69 seconds to play. I think he got tangled up there with Torres and might have taken the worst of it.
Yeah, he went to try and just clear it, and he went for the full kick. I've been in that situation before. Sometimes you collide with the bottom studs of the opposing player, and that hurts. He's going to have a bruise if that's what happened. The last thing we want is for him to have some kind of broken fracture there on that ankle. Very common injury here in soccer.
Yeah, they're going to take some time here to look at Walker. And for Green Canyon, giving them some time to catch their breath, maybe figure out what they're going to do down there in the box.
He's able to put a little bit of weight on that foot. It's promising.
Yeah. Any weight at all is a good sign. And he's putting a little bit more with every step, too. So good to see Walker coming off here. Right now sits at the top of my list for McDonald's Player of the Game because not only does he have the game winner, but he played a really, really hard 79 minutes of soccer tonight and was a big part of Skyview's offensive prowess early in this one.
I think so as well. He's been very, very emotional with the way he plays. You can see the passion that he does for this team as he tries his best to keep his team moving forward. I think he really deserved that goal that he earned today.
Corners played into the far post and caught in traffic by Kennard. What a play.
Very confident goaltending there.
60 seconds now as he boots this one deep down the field. Headed back up and sent out of play. Penrose with that clearance. Stevens has to take it quickly. 46 seconds on the clock. Thrown in towards Torres. He's going to try and play Colby Knight through. The Bobcats do not spill it. They get another clearance off. It'll be a throw at midfield for the Wolves. Far side of the field, 36 seconds to play. Knight flicks over to Cannon Clark. Clark lost it, thought he got fouled. He did not. 28 seconds to play as it's back down to Sorensen. Sent to the near side. Zach May, 20 seconds to play. Long ball. Short of Knight. Back up the field.
You got to think that's got to do it right
there. That's probably going to do it. That one runs out. Last touch by Skyview, but with 7 seconds to play, Green Canyon is not going to get this back up the field, and the Bobcats pull off the upset of their season. What a game for Skyview. 3-2 your final score, and Green Canyon loses back-to-back games for the first time in I don't know how long, Brian.
Oh, that is it's going to feel very disappointing for Green Canyon as they've been having a great season as you've been talking about. But once again, coming into Skyview, you have the option to be the spoiler. And I think that building and having the time from April 9th till today, Skyview made the necessary adjustments to be that spoiler. They had a game plan from the very get-go. Double team those that midfield attacking core, and it worked to perfection today.
Our scoring summary today in the first half, our lone goal came from Penrose with 2:45 remaining in the half to make it 1-0 Skyview. 8 minutes and 42 seconds into that second half, Colby Knight equalized. Reyes, less than 8 minutes later,
gets the double meg, right?
Got the double meg for 2-1 for Skyview. Colby Knight equalizes 2.5 minutes later, and then it took us all the way down to inside of 8 minutes to get our winner, Walker, from inside the box on a ball that served itself up on a platter, and he hit beautifully. And that is your final score, 3-2 in favor of the Bobcats. Brian, it's time to talk about our superlatives this evening. We'll start, as always, with our Napa Auto Parts best part of the game. You can count on Napa Auto Parts for the parts you need and the parts you use every day.
Oh, I think it's obvious on this one. It's that game winner. I think Walker having that fantastic, once again, we called it live. He had a shot, an attempt right before, 30 seconds prior. Couldn't get it on net. And then finally gets a good deflection on its way through, getting another corner. Finds himself in the back door of that net and just taps it on in. Not an impressive goal, I would say, but a crucial goal. Something they absolutely needed at that time.
That's a good segue into our McDonald's player of the game this evening, and I think it's pretty easy to hand this one out tonight. Hopefully this young man is okay after he had to be helped off the field with just a couple minutes left, but it's going to be Luke Walker, the freshman for Skyview, with the game winner in 79 hard minutes of action from him. Just a really impressive night for him, and the reason that the Bobcats have pulled off this upset against the number one team in Utah that I don't think is going to be number one in a couple days, Brian.
Yeah, they have some very, very hard conversations probably coming forward. Obviously, plenty of time. You got to win out at this point. You got a tough schedule. Like you said, I think you said they're on the road at this point. You got to make sure you make up the points at that point. So I'm not sure what the message from Coach Sadler is going to be for his Green Canyon Wolves, but it's not going to be pretty. And if they want to get that number one position at the end of this season, they're going to have to make some big adjustments.
And that adjustment is going to have to happen on Tuesday, April 30th at 7 p.m. back in North Logan for these Wolves, where they'll take on Logan, who I believe after tonight is going to be the lone number one seed in the region. Green Canyon, that game is going to be to keep them in the fight for the region title. If they drop that one as well, then they are just about done with that. So, yeah, you're right. A lot of hard conversations coming for the Wolves as they have their last home game, senior night on April 30th at 7. Then they'll be on the road on May 2nd and May 7th at Bear River and at Mountain Crest, respectively. All three of those games kick off at 7 p.m. as is standard. For Skyview, they're going to be headed down to Hiram on Tuesday, at Mountain Crest on the 30th, at Ridgeline on May 2nd, Thursday at 7 p.m., and then they'll finish their season here at home against Bear River, senior night Tuesday, May 7th at 7 p.m. Thank you so much for tuning in with us once again for some more Region 11 Spring Sports here on 107.7 FM, brought to you by CashValleyDaily.com. And if you're watching along with us on CashValleyDaily.com, your video experience has been powered by Adams Wealth Advisors. They put their clients first. under any circumstance. On behalf of my partner Brian Kirk and everyone back at the station involved in bringing you tonight's broadcast, once again, thank you so much for tuning in. Weather permitting tomorrow, we hope to be with you at Green Canyon High at 3:30, where the Wolves will take on the Bobcats in baseball, just south of where we are now. But until then, I'm Stockton Juke saying have a great night. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we hope to see you again tomorrow.
This has been a presentation of Region 11 Spring Sports on 107.7 FM and CashValleyDaily.com. This broadcast of Region 11 Sports has been brought to you by Cache Valley Daily and the Cache Valley Media Group, covering the Skyview Bobcats, Green Canyon Wolves, Logan Grizzlies, Bear River Bears, Ridgeline Riverhawks, and Mountain Crest Mustangs. Watch replays of previous games on CashValleyDaily.com.